Well, welcome to the Holy Spirit Research Center here on Flashback Friday. I just want to record a quick video because the HSRC received a very, very special donation of some artifacts from Central Assembly, which is the first Pentecostal church that became the Assemblies of God here in Tulsa. And we got some historical materials for them. And from it, in this group of materials was a wonderful picture that I want to show you here on Flashback Friday. So this is a picture of the Raymond T. Ritchie revival from 1923. Now this revival is one of the most significant revivals that took place here in Tulsa. Raymond T. Ritchie was a healing minister, Pentecostal minister, that in the beginning around 1920 began to hold these revival healing meetings and was gathering crowds from all over. And so the Tulsa Ministerial Alliance, which was primarily from mainline denominations, Presbyterians and Methodists and such, invited him to come to Tulsa in early 1923. And they put together this multi-denominational, interdenominational meeting, but they had nowhere to meet. And so they started raising funds, and Charles Page, who was the founder of Sand Springs, actually funded the money, $4,000, to build this tabernacle that you can see here. It was an open-air tabernacle, had tin roof and large pillars on the inside, but you can see it holds here several thousand people. In fact, when the revival started, the Tulsa World ran a series of articles just about every night on it. And one of the things that they noted was that 6,000 to 7,000 people a night came out to this revival. And over the course of the couple weeks that the revival went, it was estimated 70,000 people came out. Now, also significant is there were testimonies, they said, that at least 9,000 people had turned in a healing card that something had happened to them during this revival. So this revival is very, very significant to Tulsa and to building the Pentecostal community here, which was already just a fledgling community. Aimee Semple McPherson had come just a few years before during the 1918 Spanish flu pandemic. And then Ritchie came here in 1922. What was also significant is Ritchie held a special service just for African Americans as well. As we know, 1921 was the Greenwood Massacre, where the community was decimated. Many people lost their lives in what took place on that day. But here on the heels of that, God sends a healing evangelist to come and to preach salvation, to preach healing, to preach God's love and how he cares about people. And it was a great boost to the community. It boosted the Black Pentecostal church. It boosted the white Pentecostal churches, which during the era of Jim Crow were separated because of that. And so it really helped legitimize many people in Tulsa seeing Pentecost and healing for the first time, and made a big difference in building the churches here in town. Now, this tabernacle stayed built for several years. Charles Page allowed it to stay open, and many other revivalists would come and do revivals in here after Ritchie left town. One of them was a Presbyterian pastor named Garvin, and Pastor Garvin actually was already saved, but he accepted the Pentecostal message, and he started what is today Faith Church, but it was Faith Tabernacle Assembly of God back right after off the heels of this revival. And so this was a significant revival. This is a significant picture. I have never seen an actual picture of the revival that took place here in town. And so to think that we have it today to preserve here in the Holy Spirit Research Center, for generations to come that have heard about and read about this revival, they can come and see this picture and many of the other things that we have here at the Holy Spirit Research Center. I'm excited. There's more things that came. I want to thank Pastor Phil Rogers, who was the last pastor of Central Assembly, for preserving some of these items here at the Holy Spirit Research Center, and I want to share more of them in the future. But for today, I thought you'd enjoy this wonderful picture. I've never seen a picture of this. Maybe others had, but this is the first time for me to see it, and I'm just thrilled to have it here. So thanks for joining me today.